Okay, everyone, so this video is the demo for the drawing for the formal analysis, right? So I freehand transferred this, right? I just looked at the shapes and brought them over. But that can be difficult if you don't have experience with that. If you were at the last class, I gave you carbon paper, so you should remember how to use that, right? Dark blue side down, the carbon paper, and then your image over top, and then you're tracing the outside of the image, right, down by the bottom, and then all of the major lines and shapes. And if you do that carefully, the carbon paper will give you an exact transfer. You can also use our diagonal corner method, right? If you want to hear about that, I guess I can make another video. But if you remember how to do that, absolutely do it, right? All you would be doing is just transferring this image area, transferring it over to your paper, to your Bristol, and then doing the opposite and diagonal on the image and also in your image space. Right, so that will bring it over, and then you can bring over the information in the triangles. So again, I just did it freehand. If you feel like you can, then definitely do that. Okay, so now it's a matter of just matching values. This is dark, and so I'm shading dark. Remember, you want to hold your pencil at an angle. You want to create this sort of mesh of tone of graphite, right? So you just kind of go back and forth with a little bit of force. If we had our last class on Tuesday, everyone, this is what we were going to do, right? Because we talked about transferring, and this is what was left. So I'm matching values, right? This is when I went over that area one time. Now I'm going over it again twice, right? So now that matches a little bit better, that tone. Same thing here. This little like square. If I look at it, it's a darker tone. And so I just create again like this net of graphite. Right? Notice I was going diagonal, then I just go over, like whatever movement it takes. You can even do circular, right? To get the value what it needs to be. Okay, so this is, I think, Dewana chose a good, or D, sorry, chose a good image because this has a lot of nice flat values that you can reference and bring over, but it also has a little bit of gradation, right? That you can also bring over and get some experience with that. So some of your images might be more dependent on the gradation, and it might be more challenging for that reason, not to say you can't do that. So you just shade darkly, and then you lighten up the pressure that you're using, right? I have some tissue in here. You can use tissue. Yeah, can you give it to me? My son is my assistant here. He's helping me. Thank you. If you have tissue, you can soften your value, right? You don't want to go overboard, but you can just soften it a little bit. You can also use your blending stump if you have that to do that, right? And you can even go over after you've done that. So this is already starting to look like that. Where else would I need to do that? Here is where it changes value, right? So then I draw that, finish that shape. Wow, it's weird making a video. Right, and I just follow the value. Oh, our kitty is leaving. We rescued a cat, everyone, like right before all of this happened. And, wow. Yeah, he's doing okay. He got the big chop last week, so he's been recovering. Okay, see? Right, from dark to light. And it doesn't have to be perfect, right? This is just what it looks like when the human hand creates a drawn mark. So as long as you continue to go over it, right? And if you get too dark, right? Let's say you get too dark, I don't know, as you're coming into here, Remember, use your eraser and take some light back out of the drawing. Okay, I'm at 5 minutes. I don't want to go much longer. But one last thing, determine which area of your drawing needs to stay the white of the page, right? So what are the brightest areas? I would have one here, also there, and I would leave those areas white, right? Because you need those, and that's a value that you can't create. You can only create it by avoiding it. Okay, see you guys later. That's it for now, okay? Email me with any questions. See you later. Bye.